Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Jasper. I help you heal, rise, and live more soul aligned. So today's title is Magic of Ketu. Or should I name it Chaos of Ketu? Because when Ketu comes, it's not so pretty. And I'm inspired by real life events of Ketu that made me make this video. It's not on a particular house, it's the general qualities of Ketu and what it expects us to do. And I'm hoping to bring the person who inspired me to do this video today soon on a podcast so we can share their real life story and how it unfolded. But if it's your first time, welcome to the channel, and I hope you learned something new today. And Ketu, everybody's scared of it. It's the shortest dasha out of all the planets. Whether it be the Mahadasha, it's only 7 years. Whether it be talking about the Antardasha, it's also usually a year or a few months, or it's the shortest Antardasha as well out of all the other planets, right? But it creates the biggest change in our life. And we're not used to it. And it's so sudden that it usually happens a few months before it even comes up. I'm not talking only Mahadasha, it happens Antardasha as well. So, what does Ketu want you to do? Ketu will take your job away. Ketu will take something that you've been holding on to so kindly that your ego attaches to it more than anything. And it'll melt you down to pieces. And it'll say, can you live beyond? Do you remember what you came here on this planet for? Did you come here to work like a dog? It'll take your job away. Did you come here to live and have fun? He'll take your attachments to money away, and he'll force you to have fun without money. He'll awaken the inner child inside you. So Ketu works in very odd ways sometimes. That's why it's called the awakening, right? Sudden events that completely change the way you are as an individual. The reason I want to say this is hopefully some of you have been watching this. You have been through excuse me. You are going through, or you've been through Ketu Mahadasha. And what are some of the lessons? Make sure if you're watching this video in awareness that you remember them for the rest of the life. Because the friend I'm talking to, it happened in Venus Ketu. It didn't happen in Ketu or some other periods. That Ketu Mahadasha came at a very young age for them, and they didn't remember the lessons of Ketu. They lived an amazing ups and downs, but they lived a pretty good Venus Mahadasha, and at the end came Ketu. I've made a video on going from Ketu going into Venus, but I want to talk about this period at the end of Venus here. People forget what Ketu wants them to do or how Ketu wants you to live. So Ketu comes very nicely to remind you. The person was completely attached day and night to their job. They forgot to have fun. They forgot to have a life of their own. They forgot to have an identity of their own. They forgot who they are. They were so busy in the corporate world in their Venus Mahadasha that they lost track of themselves. So what happened? There came Ketu. Ketu came and took the job overnight right now. Same symptoms, same thing that they're experiencing that people in Ketu Mahadasha experience when Ketu first comes around. The whole Kundalini awakening, shaking, anxiety, like all different type of things. Why? Because our ego got attached to something that's not even real. Don't get so attached to things in this life. That's what Ketu teaches you. Ketu says, live a life where you're happy, jolly, your inner child smiling, and you're living playfully, and you're not holding on to anything permanently. Nothing is permanent. Your jobs, your titles, your wealth, your cars, your luxury, nothing is permanent. That's the power of Ketu. It'll strip you down. If it sees you that if your ego is holding on to these titles, the wealth, 1 second it'll strip you away. And it comes when you least expect it. So live a balanced life where you are looking after your inner happiness the most. The simple things of life. Distributing joy, giving to others, and having a life of your own. Don't get so involved into something that you forget the other happiness of life. That's what Ketu wants. Ketu says enjoy the mundane, the simple things of life. Enjoy spending time with your family. Enjoy spending time having meaningful conversation with your friends. Not only when you're completely jobless, then you remember, oh my God, I have to call my friends now. No. Have a balanced life throughout. I'll make a separate video on lessons of Ketu. And I hope you guys carry through these lessons, because Ketu always comes at the end of Venus. In Venus, you usually get attached to something, whether it be a relationship now or extramarital affair, and you're going to end up with a divorce at the end of Venus. You get attached to your job, you're going to have a job loss. You get attached to your wealth because you have made so much money in Venus, Ketu will strip it away. Something's going to happen, either you're going to go bankrupt or some kind of lawsuit, or somebody sues your company. Something might happen at the end. So be careful not to get attached to that. Remember, everything is temporary. Money comes, money goes. Ketu comes inside Sun, Ketu comes inside Moon Mahadasha all the years after that. So always live. Be humble. Don't forget to have joy in this life. Because you don't know when things are going to change. And things usually don't. Ketu does not wait when Dasha and Antardasha comes. For example, Venus and then Ketu is coming in next year. No. Things will change 6 months, 7 months, or even a year before that. Things happen so abruptly, so sudden in Ketu. You don't, when you least expect it. It'll change your world completely upside down. Why? Because it wants you to have some fun. That's the magic of it. It'll take your stresses away. It wants you to find yourself again. Don't get so lost in the chaos of the matrix. It wants to bring you home. Remember who you were, where your happiness lies. So this is my very short and simple message through this video about Ketu. And don't forget the lessons of it. And I hope you guys prepare for your dashas and antardashas accordingly. And thank you for watching this simple video. But I hope you take it to heart. And remember, don't forget Ketu. It can come anytime in your life. Have a wonderful day. Wonderful night. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely weekend. Thank you.